Shana Tova, Happy New Year. I'm Mike Gordon. My journey to Temple Ata Shalom started in the Bronx. My Jewish education began at Congregation Kol Ami in White Plains, New York, and continued with confirmation at the Mainline Reformed Temple in Wynwood, Pennsylvania. After attending Union College in Schenectady, New York, I worked for IBM for 31 years, mostly in Wilmington, Delaware. After retiring from IBM, I spent another 25 years running my own consulting company. My wife and I got into raising German Shorthair pointers, which led us to a home in the woods near the Elk Neck State Forest. It turned out to be a great place to raise 4 kids, who in turn have blessed me with 7 grandchildren, ranging in age from the 7-year-old twins to the oldest at 22. After my wife of 54 years passed away in 2017 following a long illness, I felt the need to rediscover and renew my faith and my Jewish roots. This led me to Temple Ata Shalom. It has been a good fit for me. The board nominating committee eventually found their way to my doorstep to see if I would accept the nomination for board president. I had mixed emotions, as although I was well prepared from a board experience point of view, including 10 years on the Cecil County Public Schools Board of Education, I was weak in terms of ritual and Torah understanding. I soon concluded that our excellent religious practices committee, led by Mark Wolko, Melissa Immel, Mike Mullis, and Rabbi Franken, would more than compensate for my weaknesses. Over the last several months, we've been talking about what we will look like after this pandemic. We will be different. We've discussed at some length how to go about renewing our mission statement. We've also begun to articulate a value proposition based on our spiritual strengths and the deep sense of community that we value. We have decided that we will use the pandemic as an opportunity to examine what we do well and what we could do better. Our major focus has been on membership committee function and what it should look like in the future. Our preliminary conclusion is that the primary function of the membership committee should be engaging the congregation, creating connections between congregants, and deepening relationships. Success will not be measured by head counts or fundraising, but will be determined by how well we engage you, our congregants, in meaningful Jewish experiences. This includes your connection to the larger Temple Ata Shalom community, your connection to God, to Torah, and the wisdom of our textual tradition, to the state of Israel and the Jewish people as a whole, and to deeper yearnings and seeking within ourselves. To begin this journey, we set up an ad hoc committee to undertake defining what our membership function should look like. As part of getting started, I asked the team a series of questions, including, are we audaciously welcoming to interfaith couples, people of color, and the LGBTQ community? In the intervening weeks, I've thought more about this question and decided to ask my old friend Google for some help. Ginny Rosenberg, a past president of the board at Temple Bethel in Charlotte, North Carolina, offers a description that is far better than anything I could come up with. So allow me to share a portion of it. Ginny wrote, quote, I want to introduce you to a concept known as audacious hospitality. The Torah tells us that when Abraham saw strangers heading towards his tent, he didn't wait for them to approach, but ran to greet them with outstretched arms. His heart was opened as he welcomed the strangers into his tent with food and drink, attending to their every need. Abraham acted with audacious hospitality. Like Abraham, we can use audacious hospitality to invite everyone into our temple tent. Audacious hospitality is not just a temporary act of kindness, URJ President Rabbi Rick Jacobs tells us. It is an ongoing invitation to be part of the community. It means getting to know people here that we may not know or not know well. It means welcoming new ideas about the temple's future. Audacious hospitality means opening our hearts and minds to expand our version of us, because our strength is based on how well we honor the diversity of our members. We are born Jewish, choose to be Jewish, love someone Jewish, or simply respect the Jewish faith. Our roots are worldwide, and we are a rainbow of skin color and ethnicity. We identify ourselves by varying sexual orientation and gender, physical ability, and political affiliation. We are atheists and God-fearing, staunch Zionists and J Street supporters, rich and poor, righteous and sinful. Our family structures are as varied and unique as we are, and we have problems, worries, and stress like everyone else in society. In all, we are a beautiful, diverse group of Am Yisrael, the people of Israel, connected by Torah, history, and the land of Israel. We share a common bond because we are living Jewish lives. We are a people, a community. To embark on a journey of audacious hospitality will require some soul-searching and bold thinking. It will require us to learn from each other, examine our biases, act with courage and compassion, stay engaged, speak honestly, and let everyone's voice be heard. Unfortunately, at times out of necessity, our doors are locked. It is not the best way to put out the welcome mat. Making concessions to our safety is a reality of life today, but it does not stifle the spirit of community once you are inside. The high holy days are a time to take stock of ourselves, to recommit ourselves to promises made, and to embark on new possibilities. This is a time for renewing individual goals and community goals. There is a place at the table for everyone who wants to embark on strengthening the community of our temple. Let's go forward together, audacious with open hearts and open minds. End quote. Well said, Ginny. The Membership and Engagement Committee, in partnership with Adult Education, Caring, Social Action, and Social Committees, will be undertaking a number of initiatives aimed at engaging you in many aspects of Jewish life, creating connections, and forming new relationships. Some of these initiatives will succeed, and some will fail. We will learn from the failures and launch additional initiatives. You will see us experimenting and taking risks aimed at ensuring the sustainability of our Jewish community and temple. As we take the next steps in this journey, I look forward to hearing your ideas about things we could be doing to make your Temple Ada Shalom experience more valuable. We will be doing all that we can to keep all of you fully engaged in the Temple Ada Shalom community while doing everything we can to ensure your safety and good health. I'm asking for your commitment to produce our own brand of audacious hospitality. I wish you the very best in this new year. L'shana tova.